again that we did last week. So it'll be about 45 minutes to an hour, and we're going to contrast our normal, really super relaxing laying down poses with a little bit of gentle movement in the beginning, so we can really notice a difference in our body going from the beginning to the warming up with the light, gentle flowing movement, and then into our deep restorative poses. And I want to remind everybody that I don't want you to do anything that will make you uncomfortable or that's going to hurt. And you don't have to worry about looking like I look in the posture. For what we're doing, really the particular shape of the posture is not that important. And most of the time, injuries happen not from people like doing the poses incorrectly, but from people trying to do way too much. So that's just not necessary for what we're doing. So I want to remind you again to, tune into your own bodies and only do what feels good. Everything we're doing should feel pretty good. Some deep stretching, but nothing painful. And if at any time we're doing a posture that just doesn't work for you, it doesn't feel good for you, maybe it just doesn't feel good tonight, I want to urge you to go back to one that does feel good to you, or maybe just go straight into Shavasana and focus on your breath, listen to my voice, tune into the meditative portion of it, and you can really get a lot even from just spending the whole class in Shavasana. So feel free to do what you need to do to make it work for you. We'll go ahead and start out with a little bit of stretching our neck and shoulders and spine, relieve some tension there. So I want you to drop one ear to the side and just let it fall naturally down towards your shoulder. Try to let your shoulder hang rather than scrunching your shoulder up to the ear. And feel that stretch along the left side of your neck. Take just a couple of breaths here. And then go ahead and roll your neck around to where you're looking towards your knee. You should feel a stretch in the other side of your neck and all the way down into the top of your back. This one is always really tight for me. Couple of breaths here. Now we'll go ahead and drop our heads forward, tuck our chins towards our chest, and feel that stretch down the back of your neck into the top of your shoulders. Maybe resist the urge to hunch over. Another breath here. Then we'll swing the head around to face the other knee. And feel that stretch down the other side of our neck, down into our shoulder. Towards your other ear. Let your ear drop towards your shoulder. Give yourself a few breaths here. Back to center. Now we're gonna do some neck rolls. At your own pace, we'll just start on one side by dropping the ear back down towards the shoulder. And then with your breath, rolling around. I like to go like a pendulum, back and forth from one shoulder to the other. More of these. now we'll come back to center and do some shoulder rolls. So I want you to take your fingers and place them on your shoulders and then begin to roll forward. You can make wide circles with your elbows or smaller circles, whatever feels best for you. We'll do a few more going forward. And then we can reverse it and go the other direction. Good. Now I want you to rest your hands on your lap. We're going to twist to the side. So just from your seated position, however you're seated, bring your left hand to your right knee. Plant your right hand behind you and twist to the right. Take a couple of breaths here. Back to center. Place your other hand on the opposite knee. Plant the other hand behind you and twist to the other direction, looking behind you. Give yourself a few breaths here. Feeling that gentle twist in the spine, getting everything warmed up. And back to center. Now we're going to go ahead and come to standing for mountain pose. So we'll stand up with our feet together or almost together. Hands down at our sides, back straight, gaze lightly forward. And we're going to move into a very gentle variation of moon salutations. We're going to do a few rounds of this, so you'll have a few chances to kind of get the hang of it. And I want you to go, feel free to go at your own pace, whatever feels best to you. So we're going to start by inhaling, bringing our hands above our head. Clasp your hands together. Lean to one side. Back to center. Lean to the other side. Back to center. Open your arms wide. Widen your stance for star. Turn your palms up and go into a shallow goddess squat. Right back up into star. Turn your right toes out. Drop your right arm for triangle and look up towards your left hand. Turn your left toes in. Rotate your shoulders and fold into your triangle. Windmill your arms up, back into star. Turn your toes out. Shallow goddess squat. Back into star. Turn your left toes out. Drop your left hand for triangle. Look up at your right arm. Turn your right toes in. Rotate your shoulders to fold down into your triangle. Windmill your arms up to star. Toes pointing out. Shallow goddess squat. Back to star. Back into mountain. Good. Now we'll do that again. Inhale, arms over your head. Clasp your hands together and look up. Lean to your right. Back to center. Lean to your left. Back to center. Open your arms, widen your stance for star. Turn your palms up and go into a shallow goddess squat. Right back up to star. Turn your right toes out. Drop your right hand. Look up towards your left arm for triangle. Turn your left toes in. Rotate your shoulders and fold into your triangle. Windmill your arms up, back into star. Palms up, shallow goddess squat, back to star. Turn your left toes out, drop your left arm, and look up towards the right. Turn your right toes in, rotate your shoulders, and fold into your triangle. Windmill the arms back up to star. Palms up, shallow goddess squat, back to star, and return to mountain. And again, inhale, bring your arms over your head, clasp them together and look up. Bend to your right, back to center. Lean to your left, back to center. Open your arms and widen your stance for star. Turn your palms up, shallow goddess squat, back to star. Turn your right toes out, drop your right arm for triangle, and look up towards your left hand. Turn your left toes in, rotate your shoulders, and fold into your triangle. Windmill your arms back up to star, toes facing out. Shallow goddess squat, back to star. Turn your left toes out, drop your left hand for triangle, look up towards your right. Turn your right toes in, rotate your shoulders to fold into your triangle. Windmill your hands up, back to star, toes facing out, palms up, shallow goddess squat, back to star, and return to mountain. And we'll go again. Inhale, bring your hands overhead, clasped together. Lean towards your right, back to center. Lean to your left, back to center. Open your arms, widen your stance for star. Turn your palms up, shallow goddess squat, back to star. Turn your right toes out, drop your right hand for triangle, look up towards your left hand. Turn your left toes in, rotate your shoulders, and fold into your triangle. Windmill the arms up, back to star, face your toes out, palms up, shallow goddess squat, back to star. Turn your left toes out, reach down with your left arm for triangle, look up towards your right hand. Turn your right toes in, rotate your shoulders, and fold into your triangle. Windmill the arms back up to star, toes pointing out. Turn your palms up, shallow goddess squat, back to star, and return to mountain. We'll go one more time. Last time, we might even go a little bit slower this time. Inhale, bring your hands over your head, clasp them together and look up. Lean to your right, back to center. Lean to your left, back to center. Open your arms, widen your stance for star. Turn your palms up, shallow goddess squat, back to star. Turn your right toes, drop your right hand for triangle, and look up towards your left hand. Turn your left toes in, rotate your shoulders, and fold into that triangle. Windmill your arms back up to star, toes facing out, palms up, shallow goddess squat, back to star. Turn your left toes out, drop your left arm for triangle, look up towards your right hand. Turn your right toes in, rotate your shoulders,
Fold into your triangle. Windmill the arms back up to star, toes pointing out, palms up, shallow goddess squat, back to star, and return to mountain. Very good. Now we're going to go one more time. Inhale, hands over our head. This time I want you to go ahead and lean back. Give yourself a little back bend here. Back to center. And we're going to slowly fold ourselves forward. Just let gravity pull you towards the ground. Maybe widen your stance a little bit. About shoulder width. Take your feet about shoulder width apart. Then I want you to grab both of your elbows and we'll move into Dangling Pose. Just let everything hang. Maybe keep a bend in your knees if that feels good. Give yourself just a couple of breaths here. Good. Now drop your palms to the floor. Walk your hands forward. Move into a plank on your knees. And then just slowly lower yourself down to your mat for crocodile. So send your legs out straight behind you. Maybe widen your legs a little bit. And use your hands to make a pillow for yourself. You can turn your head to either side, or you can face straight down if that feels good. We're going to take a few minutes here to really get focused on our breath. And I want you to become aware of your breath, filling your belly, gently lifting you up off the ground. With every inhale, slowly in through your nose, feel your belly filling with air, gently lifting you up off the ground. And releasing you back to the floor with each exhale. For our next poses, we're going to hold them a little bit longer, and we're going to try to focus on our breath along with the sensation that we're creating with the stretching. We're creating a focal point, a little bit of sensation to help let everything else fall away and give our minds something to focus on. It's also going to help train ourselves to be more aware of what's going on with our body. And we all have this sense called interoception, and it allows us to really hone in and feel when things inside of our body are happening. Like it could help you tune in to your heartbeat and your heart rate, which is one of the first signals that you're experiencing stress. And the sooner you realize you're having a stress response, the better that you can deal with it. So from crocodile here, I want you to take just a minute to practice this sense of interoception. I want you to see if you can feel your heartbeat in your right foot. Don't try to intellectualize. Just notice if you can feel your heart beating in your right foot. And if you can't feel anything, don't worry, because the more we practice, the better we're going to build this skill up. Just become aware of your heartbeat in your right foot or the toes of your right foot. Now I want you to bring your awareness to your heart beating in the toes of your left foot. Notice if you can feel your heart beating in the toes of your left foot. Now become aware of your heart beating in your chest. Notice if you can feel your heart beating in your chest. Good. And at the end of today's practice, we're going to try this little exercise again and notice if there's been any changes from the beginning of the practice to the end. Now I want you to bring your right knee up parallel to your right hip, or about parallel. Point those right toes out, and we'll move into half resting frog. You'll probably want to turn your head to the right as well. And take a few breaths here. Breathing fully in through your nose, feeling your belly expand and gently lift you up off the floor and drop you back down with each exhale. When I talk about becoming the alchemist, I mean that we are using our breath as a key to create physiological changes in our body. When we do our breathing exercises, focus on our deep breathing from the belly, we cause our bodies to release more nitric oxide into the nasal passageways. This moves through our body, widens our blood vessels, increasing blood flow, bringing more blood flow to the muscles, bringing more blood flow to the brain. When we do our deep stretching, we release endorphins into our body, relaxing our pain response. We reduce our cortisol levels, lowering our stress response. So we truly are going deep, creating these physiological and chemical changes in our body. This is something that we all have the power to do. Breathing fully in, letting go. Now I want you to bring that right leg back to center. Turn your head to the left. Bring your left knee up about parallel to your hip. And we'll do the other side. And just take a few breaths here. Breathing fully in. Feeling your breath expand in your belly, lifting you up off the floor. Dropping you back down on the exhale. Notice how you can feel your breath, not just in your belly, in your chest, but moving through that left leg, moving through and around your back. Feel how your breath animates your entire body. If at any time you find yourself getting distracted, your mind wanders off, you're having a lot of other thoughts, just say to yourself, thinking, or maybe hearing, and let your focus return to your breath and the sensation that you're creating in your body with the stretching. If you're feeling very comfortable with the belly breathing, maybe you can go a step further and add another layer to your breathing practice by visualizing the breath moving to your muscles, the muscle that you're stretching. So breathing slowly in through your nose, begin to visualize the air moving in through your nose, through your body, reaching that muscle in your left leg. Visualize your breath moving to the muscles of your back, your abdomen. Breathing fully in and letting go. Now I want you to bring the left leg back to center. We're going to move into Sphinx. So we'll bring our forearms out in front of us, elbows slightly in front of our shoulders, kind of widen your legs. And on an inhale, rise up for a tiny back bend here in Sphinx, looking lightly ahead of you. Feeling your belly expand with your inhales, connecting with the ground underneath you. Noticing how your breath moves your entire torso. Visualize your breath moving into your back, into your abdominal muscles, into the tops of your legs. Couple more breaths here. And on your next exhale, release back down. Now I want you to come onto your hands and knees for just a couple rounds of cat-cow. So we'll stack our palms under our shoulders, our knees under our hips. You can leave your feet flat or tuck your toes, whatever feels good, at your own pace with the rhythm of your own breath. I want you to look up, arch your back, look down towards your navel and round your back. Look up and arch your back, roll your shoulders back. Round everything. Tuck your butt in and look towards your belly button. One more of those. Back to neutral. Now we're going to tuck the toes and pop ourselves up for downward facing dog. You don't need to worry about your heels being flat on the floor here. Try to look towards your belly button. And then at your own pace, I want you to try crossing one leg over the other to stretch deeply into those calf muscles. So we'll start with one foot, cross it behind, bring it back to center, cross the other foot, and just go at your own pace with your own breath. a couple more of these. Good. Now I want you to walk your feet back up to your hands. We'll go back into that dangling pose for a second. Feet about shoulder width apart. Grab each elbow. Relax everything down. Maybe keep a good bend in your knees if that feels nice to you. Relax your head and neck. Let gravity pull you down. Never forcing. Give ourselves a couple of breaths here. Breathing fully in, maybe feeling our stomachs make contact with the tops of our legs. Noticing everything relax down further with each exhale. Good. Now go ahead and bring your palms down to the floor. Slowly come to seated for staff pose. So we'll send our legs straight out in front of us. Feel free to keep your knees slightly bent if you need to. Arms at your side. And we're gonna do head to knee. So I want you to take your right foot and pull it in towards you. Just however close to your body feels comfortable to you. And then we're gonna center ourselves over the other leg. Inhale, find length in our back. Maybe tuck our chins. And on the exhale, use our hands to fold ourselves forward over that other leg. So you might have your palms on your mat. You might reach for your foot or rest your hands on your thigh or calf. You might even, if you have a blanket or a pillow or bolster, you might even rest on that. Whatever feels good. We're just looking to create a little bit of sensation in that left leg. And begin to focus on your breath. Inhaling slowly through your nose, feeling your belly expand against the top of your leg. Releasing back down on the exhale. Relax your head and neck. Relax your arms and shoulders. Remember to keep a bend in your knee if that feels good. Visualize your breath moving through your left leg into your calf muscles and the muscles of your thigh. Breathing fully in and letting go. Couple more breaths here. And on your next exhale, slowly walk yourself back up using your hands. Good. Now we'll send that right leg out long. Bring the left foot in towards our bodies. And repeat on the other side. So you're going to inhale. Center yourself over your right leg. Exhale and begin to fold forward.
And expect both sides to feel quite a bit different. Try to release your head and neck, shoulders and arms. Feel your belly expanding against the top of your leg with each inhale, gently lifting you up and dropping you back down on the exhale. See your breath moving through your body to the muscles of your right calf and your right thigh. Visualize the oxygen moving to your muscles. Just a few more breaths here. And on your next exhale, use your hands to walk yourself slowly back up. Good. Now we're going to move into half butterfly. So I want you to bring the right leg back in towards your body and send the left leg out. But this time we're going to send the leg out wide. And again, you don't want to go so wide that you're feeling a lot of discomfort or pain. Just wide enough so that you begin to feel a little bit of sensation in that left inner leg. We're going to inhale, tuck our chin to find length in our back. Exhale and fold ourselves forward. You can have your palms on the mat. Maybe come onto your forearms. You could again use your pillow or some blankets to rest on. We're going to just take a few breaths here. And try to let your neck and shoulders relax and your feet relax. Breathing slowly in through your nose. Letting the air fill your belly, gently lifting you up. And noticing how everything releases back down on each exhale. And become aware of your breath moving through the muscles of your left inner leg. Visualize the breath carrying oxygen to the muscles of your left inner leg. Feel how your breath animates your entire body. Breathing fully in
letting go. Just a couple more breaths here. And on your next exhale, use your hands to slowly walk yourself back up. Good. Now we will bring the left foot in towards our body. Send that right leg out wide and repeat on the other side. So when you're ready, inhale, tuck your chin to find some length in your back. Exhale and use your hands to fold down. Relax your head and neck. Expect to feel very different on each side. Feel your belly expanding with each inhale. Notice everything relaxing down with each exhale. Visualize your breath moving through the muscles of your right leg. Just a few more breaths here. Breathing fully in, letting go. And on your next exhale, use your hands to slowly walk yourself back up. Now we're going to move into our peak pose for tonight, which is the wide-legged seated forward fold. So you're just going to send your left leg out wide as well. Not so wide that it causes you any pain, just until you're feeling some sensation in the insides of your legs. I want you to inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, use your hands to walk yourself forward. We're gonna hold this one for a little bit longer, so feel free to grab a pillow or a bolster to rest on if that feels good, a folded up blanket.
Keep your palms on the mat maybe, or rest on your forearms. It really doesn't matter how you look in the pose. It just matters the sensation that you're creating. Inhale, feel your belly expanding. Notice how everything gently rises up on the inhale and drops back down on each exhale. Remember, if you notice that your mind is wandering or you're having a lot of other thoughts or getting distracted, to just say to yourself, thinking, let your focus return to your breath and the sensation that you're creating in the insides of your legs with the stretching. And it's important to remember that when we do these classes and we do these exercises, it's so much more than just deep stretching. It's training ourselves, our bodies and our minds to deal with stressors as they come up so that we can have confidence going out into the world and dealing with people, knowing that we have the tools that we need to deal with shit as it comes up. Breathe fully in and letting go. Visualizing your breath moving through your body into those muscles, the insides of your legs. Feeling everything relax down deeper with each exhale. Just let your body do what your body is capable of doing. You can relax your feet. Breathing fully in, feeling how the breath moves through the inside of your legs and around your back, and how it animates your entire body. We'll take just a few more breaths here. On your next exhale, use your hands to very slowly, very gently walk yourself back up. Good. Now go ahead and slowly bring your legs together, knees towards the sky. Lay down on your back. Let's windshield wiper our legs a little bit, left to right. good right now. Just a couple more. Good. Now go ahead and come back to center. We're going to move into a reclined pigeon for cool down here. So I want you to take your left foot and rest it on your right knee. And if that's giving you a good sensation, you can stop here. But if you'd like to, you can reach behind that right thigh and begin to draw everything towards you. And you should feel a stretch again in the inside of your left leg. Try to relax your shoulders to the ground. Relax your feet. Just give yourself a couple of breaths here. On your next exhale, release your feet back to the mat, and we'll do the other side. So bring your right foot to rest on your left knee. If this feels good, you can stay here, or you can grasp behind your left thigh and pull everything towards you. Relax your shoulders, relax your feet. Let your tongue drop from the roof of your mouth. Take a couple of breaths here. Good. And on your next exhale, go ahead and bring both feet back towards the mat. Now I want you to bring both knees towards your chest. If it doesn't feel good to bring your knees towards your chest, you could just contract all your muscles in whatever position you're in. Otherwise, draw your knees in tight as you can. Contract everything, pull everything in tight. Take one final deep breath in. Exhale into Shavasana. Send your legs out long. Let your feet fall open naturally. Rest your arms at your sides, palms facing up. Maybe roll your shoulder blades back. Maybe tuck your chin. Bring your focus back to your breath. Now I want to lead you through a short sound scan to help you relax each part of your body a little bit further. So we're not going to think too much about this. We're not going to try to intellectualize anything. You're just going to listen to the bell, listen for the body part, become aware of the body part that I'm naming. Notice if you feel anything there, any tension, and just release it. Top of your head, your forehead, the right side of your jaw, the left side of your jaw. Throat, your shoulders, neck. Your chest. Your abdomen. Your lower back. Your upper back. Your right hip. Your left hip. Your right leg. Your left leg. Your right foot. Your left foot. Your right shoulder. Your left shoulder. Your right arm. Your left arm. Your right hand. Your left hand. Your whole body. Your whole entire body together. Good. Now I want you to take just a couple of minutes. Let your awareness return to your breath. Breathing fully in through your nose, feeling your belly expand and rise. Feeling everything release back to the ground with the exhale. Visualizing your breath moving through your entire body. Visualizing your breath carrying oxygen to the muscles of your entire body. And feeling how your breath animates your entire body. Now become aware of your heartbeat in your right foot. See if you can notice your heart beating in the toes of your right foot. Now see if you can feel your heart beating in your left foot. Begin to feel your heart beating in the toes of your left foot. See if you can feel your heart beating in the fingers of your right hand. Maybe you can feel your heart beating in your right hand. Begin to notice if you can feel your heart beating in the fingers of your left hand. Your heart beating in your left hand. Become aware of your heart beating in your chest. Notice your heart beating in your chest. Now become aware of your breath, moving in through your nose, to your belly, expanding, rising, gently lifting you up off the floor. and releasing you back down with each exhale. Stay with your breath for another minute. Remember to use your labels like thinking or hearing if you begin to get distracted. And know that when we're done, I'm going to ring the little bell again, and you'll know that it's time to go. So you don't have to worry about getting too relaxed or possibly dozing off, because I'm going to let you know with the little bell when we're done here. So we'll take another minute, breathing fully in and letting go. Breathing slowly in through your nose, feeling your breath expand in your belly. Releasing the nitric oxide into our veins, widening, increasing the blood flow, bringing the blood flow to the brain, to the body. Active meditation. Now, when you're ready, you can begin to bring some movement back into your body. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, roll over on your side. And when you're ready, you can come back to seated, and we are done. Thank you, everybody, for coming. It means a lot to me that you guys keep coming back. I'm just really stoked about it. I really appreciate it. Always remember to, shoot me an email with any feedback that you have or anything else that you need from the class. And I want to also remind everybody, I think you guys are all in the Facebook group, or you're definitely following the Facebook page, but next week, next Friday, I'll be doing a full restorative class, which I love. So I made a video showing you how to put some props together for yourself. You might want to check that out, but I definitely hope to see you guys on Friday for the full restorative class. It should really be good right before bed, even more than this one. And especially like after the work week. So I'm hoping that'll be good. And also, if you haven't checked it out, I definitely check out the Yoga Nidra meditation on YouTube. I now have 3 versions up with no music, some kind of, darker music, and then a cleaner version. So I really, really like those, and I'm really proud of how they turned out. And I think that people could really benefit from trying it. So I want to urge you all again to try the Yoga Nidra. And remember that that kind of meditation, you don't have to do shit. You don't have to do anything. You just lay there and listen to my voice, and that's it. If you fall asleep, good. And if you go all the way through, even better. And it's like nothing. It's like so easy and so relaxing, and I love it. And I just know that everybody will like it if they try it. So definitely try it. And thank you again for coming. Email me if you need anything or have any questions. And good night. Bye.